On this episode, I'll be unboxing Carnival of Souls from Waxwork Records. Let's cue the music. Hello everybody and welcome to the show. It's been a while and there's a couple reasons for that. One, I haven't been getting any pre-orders. It's been a month since I got my copy of Summer School, which if you haven't seen, check it out. I love that release. And then secondly, I've been working on a movie that I'm producing. It's a lost documentary, and we're about to launch an Indiegogo campaign on Tuesday, 8/15/2023. And you might want to check it out if you get a chance. Go to gettinglostdoc.com. It'll feature unreleased music by film composer Michael Giacchino, which is insane that I'm producing a movie with music by Michael Giacchino. So please head over and check that out. All right. So one more thing before we get into Carnival of Souls. I have a little bit of thing. There's something I want to say to Waxwork Records. Now, this Carnival of Souls is the third record to be released in the Rob Zombie Presents series. I didn't get Spider Baby. When they announced it, I hadn't seen the film. I watched it. I really liked the film and I really liked the music. It's just I'm a little, my funds are a little tight, and I'm hoping that title sticks around a little bit longer. Maybe I'll get it in a couple months because I really like the movie. I really like the score. But the first one I reviewed was the Rob Zombie Presents White Zombie, which was their first record. Now, Waxwork sent me a DM that was, it felt like my review was super bad of that release. You can read that review at Instagram and right here on my YouTube community channel. I didn't really have a problem with it. I enjoyed it a little bit, but I was thrown off by the fact that nowhere did Waxwork say that there was dialogue and sound effects from the film. And that's fine. I don't mind that. It's just they didn't let me know that, and I felt like it was a little blindsided. But I will say this. I've looked very little into this release of Carnival of Souls. I've only seen the cover art and I've seen the vinyl. I don't know what the gatefold art or the back art looks like. I don't know what the track listing is. I'm assuming we're getting a Rob Zombie insert like we did with the White Zombie release. But I know nothing about this release except for what I read before jumping on here to shoot this episode. And in the description, they mention, Waxwork mentions that there is dialogue and sound effects from the film on the record. So I'm excited that they did that. It really makes me happy that I didn't want to make them feel bad in the review, but I just wanted to let them know that I was just kind of bummed that I didn't know. I thought I was going to get a soundtrack record of just music. And of course, a movie from, what was it, 1931 or something? Like, it's a really old movie, White Zombie. Of course, the soundtrack has the dialogue and the music on one track. That's how they were made back then. So I should have known better, but at the same time, I don't know. I felt a little like, kind of like I'm gonna listen to that come Halloween, which is just around the corner, because I do like sort of spooky sound effects kind of records. I have a few Halloween sound effect records, and I think White Zombie will fit in there because the voices in that are very unsettling. So I think it's going to fit right into lights off, maybe to put a fake fireplace on the TV and listen to spooky soundtrack sounds and dialogue from White Zombie. I think that'll be good. But Waxwork, thank you for mentioning that in your description online, that there is sound effects, but it makes it sound like they actually pulled sound effects and dialogue from the film specifically for this record release. So I'm really excited to dig in. So let's dig in because Carnival of Souls, I think I got it on the Criterion collection on DVD, like back in I don't know, maybe 2002. And since then, it's been one of me and my wife's favorite movies. We watch it pretty much every Halloween. And so when they announced this, when Waxwork announced this, it was like, oh, I'm buying that for sure. I bought this. It was a blind buy in the sense that usually when I buy something, I go through and I look at the artwork and stuff. I don't know what the artwork looks like on this except for that front cover, which is Graham Humphreys art, and it just looks terrific. So I'm excited to dig into this. If you haven't seen Carnival of Souls, I want to say it might be like sort of a public domain movie. You can find it pretty much anywhere. And I think that might be what Waxwork is doing with this series. I don't know if I brought that up before, but I think White Zombie is also a public domain movie, which is perfect. Which is perfect for Waxwork because, you know, they can get Rob Zombie, who's a friend of theirs, to sort of look at a list of, and I could be wrong, Waxwork, please correct me, but I feel like you get Rob Zombie's name on it, it's going to sell. You use public domain stuff, so you don't really have to pay licensing, and Waxwork is, you know, hand pouring their own vinyl. So everything's pretty much in-house. I mean, I'm assuming they're paying Graham Humphreys an arm and a leg for his artwork. If they're not, he deserves all the money because the art has been fantastic on this series. But I feel like this project is a fully in-house Waxwork thing. So it's like they're skipping licensing fees by doing public domain movies. But what's great about this is that they're actually going to the original source. They have they contact the owners of the original film elements for Carnival of Souls and have you know, gotten the best audio that they can. So I'm very excited. This one was packed by Zoe, which I believe is a first. So Zoe, we'll see how you do. And she has on her card Renfield, which, again, anybody at Waxwork, you guys have to be watching this. Somebody at Waxwork has to be watching this, right? Somebody. If you're in the comments, just let me know. Yes, Waxwork does watch these, because I want to know. I still want to know and haven't gotten an answer. I might just ask them on social media. But does Zoe get the pick what record is represented on the back of her card? Because if I like Zoe's packing, I might want to take her recommendation and get the score to Renfield. But I need to know if this is a recommendation from Zoe. Please let me know. I really want to know, because I think if it's like staff picks, that's really cool. And I think that should be the case. I think it should be staff picks on the back. And it should say staff picks. I'm a VHS guy. I have a VHS hat in my Vestron video. Like, I love staff picks. So what I say from now on, if you can do it, if you want to do it, let people know. When it comes, you clearly, you know, made this specifically for Zoe. Put on here staff picks, and we can see what Zoe is into listening to. So it says if there's issues or concerns with my order, to contact info@Waxwork. I might ask him about this, because I think, like, since Waxwork is DMing me about my reviews, I feel like they're a very personable company, and I feel like they are the type of people that want to sort of have a nice, close-knit relationship with the fans of their work. And I think that having these be staff picks would be a great way for us to learn more about Zoe, because the only thing I know about Zoe is she works at Waxwork Records packing stuff. But this gives me insight. If this is a movie Zoe likes, that gives me an insight. So please let me know. Waxwork, I know you're listening. I might have to call you out of my review, because I know you read my review of White Zombie. Listen, I loved it. And I loved the fact that you added that this has dialogue in it, because it lets me know. Look at this art. This is just amazing. And again, I'll get rid of this glare soon. But here is the hype sticker. And go ahead and snap that barcode in your Discogs app and add it to your your collection or your want list. If you're not sure and don't know if you want to add it to your want list, wait till I post my review of this record soon. And you could find that review at instagram.com/cuethemusicpodcast or right here in my communities tab on YouTube. So if I end up liking it and recommend it to you that you get it, put it on your want list on Discogs. And go put in a good review for Waxwork. I know they have some trolls over there, and they could probably use as much good press as they can, because it seems like we never really leave reviews for stuff we like. We're like, oh, that's great, and then you move on. It's only the times when we get mad that we tend to write reviews on things. So head over to Discogs, leave Waxwork, leave your favorite Waxwork, just one, a good review. So here's Graham Humphreys' art, which is absolutely amazing. This movie's so good. It's like more of a psychological thriller. I'm gonna move my hands, get the shot over the artwork. Look at this amazing artwork, just stunning. And as you guys are looking at this, I'm actually looking at the back for the first time, which is just amazing. There's that Rob Zombie percents. Don't mind it. It's not in the way for me. It looks great. But check out the back art, guys. Look how chilling this is. And the thing with Carnival of Souls is it's not really like a horror movie with jump scares. It's more of this, it gives you this eerie feeling. It's like an uneasy feeling. But it's kind of beautiful at the same time. Like, it's shot really nicely. Here's your track list. We have 36 tracks on 2 sides. Mixed and mastered by Thomas DeMuzio, and artwork by Graham Humphreys. So there you go. There's your track list. Okay, I haven't seen the gatefold, so we're going to look at this at the same time. Oh, wow. Oh, wow. So check this out. Oh, my God. You have the organ, which the music in this score, I believe, was heavily pipe organ. A lot of pipe organ was used. She's actually a pipe organist, and after a car crash, which you see here, and you can see the car here, travels to, I believe, Utah to start a new life, and she wants to be an organist at a church, and she starts seeing visions of this man, who I believe is the director, Herk Harvey. I could be wrong. It's been a long time since I watched the Criterion commentary, so I'll have to bust that out. I think I still have that disc somewhere around. But just beautiful artwork. I love this. I wish I wish I could just take certain things in my collection and just frame them. Oh, we get some more artwork on the liner notes. Amazing. That's her coming out of her car after the wreck. Just beautiful. Like, this might go up for Halloween in a frame. So the music's by Gene Moore, and like I said, it's mostly pipe organ music. And hit pause. Check that out. This is beautiful. I love this. I think I kind of have a crush on the lead, and I'm not sure her name, but I think she's just absolutely striking. These eyes. Look at those eyes. All right. Let's take a look at the record. I know this record, so it doesn't look like there's any sort of liner notes by Rob Zombie. That's okay. I'm sure he's very busy. And there's a writer strike going on, so, no writing. So this is a blue. This is called like a ghoul blue or something. It'll probably say here. I'm gonna get this because I want to make sure I get it right. I wrote it on the cover of the thumbnail art here. Let's see. We call this 150 gram ghoul blue and aqua pinwheel vinyl. So this is 2 blue color vinyls, and it looks like there's also art on the label. So here is 33 RPM. Here's side B. I'm going to show you first. That's amazing. So this is very translucent, and the blue has like a swirly, watery, opaque. So it kind of has like a big top vibe to it, like a pinwheel big top vibe. which the Carnival of Souls isn't a carnival with like clowns and stuff. It's like an abandoned, like large sort of World's Fair structure in the middle of Utah. I think it's Utah. And it's very eerie, and it's calling to her. And she's getting these visions of this man showing up. And the first time I saw this movie, there's a scene where she's driving to Utah and passes the carnival, the abandoned carnival, and all of a sudden the face of the man shows up in her passenger side window. Scared the shit out of me. I jumped so much, and it's like it's not that kind of movie. It's not a jump scare movie, but it has this sort of, with the music and the way it's shot, it has a very sort of calming. It's very deliberately paced, and it's a very, very sort of calm movie. It's not very like in your face or exciting, or but it's got this sense of like comfort and warmth. And then all of a sudden, like, these visions appear, and it's very strange. So here's that artwork of her. Looks like she's being guided, sort of like Toucan Sam, like floating towards this Carnival of Souls. And here's the artwork for side A. Wow, I love this. I absolutely love this. I'm familiar with the movie, unlike White Zombie. I know I'm going to be getting dialogue on this, which is great because it's from a movie I know, and I can't say enough about this release. It's good to be back. I'll be back in a couple days. Mondo sent over Godzilla Tokyo SOS, so look forward to that. And then I'm going to be reviewing my first Scare Flare record, which is on its way any day. So it's been a while. It's been a month since I last done one of these, and we're going to get 3 within this week. And that's going to be Time Bandits, the score to Time Bandits. So I'm very excited. My wife's about to get home from getting her hair done. And we're going to put this on because we love Carnival of Souls. Waxwork, thank you so much. And I'll catch you on the flip side. Bye.